like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, hello, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Married to Medicine Season 6, Episode 12 that came on yesterday on Saturday. I told y'all before, I am not reviewing that show on Saturday. I will do it on Sunday, okay? Yes, I'm wearing my Minnie Mouse ears. I wanted to wear these for Halloween. That's why I ordered it. It did not come till after Halloween, so y'all gonna get it in some of these videos because y'all know I'm wearing like little headbands or whatever. So this is an evil Minnie Mouse, okay? If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become an active Jaybird. Hello, hello, hello to all my lovely, wonderful Jaybirds. I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. Okay, do not forget to also like, comment, share this video, and to hit that notification bell because it lets you know when I have new videos up. Okay, why I keep saying okay like that? What's wrong with me? I think I gotta say some grapes and the grapes maybe can be some extra energy. Anyway, the episode carries over from the last one that we saw. We see Simone and Contessa is still in the midst of the bullshit that Simone is throwing out because Simone's ass is drunk. Okay, that's the only... Simone always acts like this when she's drunk. And this is drunk Simone, nothing more, nothing less. So she's still being loud and drunk Simone, you know what I'm saying? And still the sense to Contessa how she's being a victim and stop saying how, you know, you had surgery. And I'm like, why is anyone even taking Simone serious? Because they know her ass is drunk. She done had a whole bunch of rum punches. She's drunk. So, you know, it's like, well, fuck you, Contessa. Fuck you. I'm like, why is you yelling fuck Contessa? Like, where did that come from, Simone? Like, fuck Contessa for what? Like, why? I just be over Simone and her antics and her drunkenness. And then, you know, and then how she just for no reason, every boat ride, I think heavily mentioned, every boat ride, Simone ends up yelling and fussing at somebody because her ass be drunk. Because on boats, all you do is drink. You eat a little food, but you get a lot of drunk. Okay, you eat a little food, a lot of drunk. And, you know, Simone can't handle her liquor when she has too much. Point blank to the period. So they kind of pull Simone over to the other side of the boat. So she over there with Cecil. You know, she's like, you know, Simone, calm down. It's too much. Calm down. Ain't that serious? Calm down, calm down, calm down. And then when Simone like, I don't care. You know, she's all defensive. You know what I'm saying? She's all on edge. And Dr. Scott, who was Contessa's husband, happens to be right there. And you know, Scott don't like anyone talking about his wife when she not there, as if, you know, he feel like people talk about her back. So all he said was, you know what I'm saying, well, you know, Simone, she has a reason to kind of be on edge, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, just leave her alone right now. The guy's like, oh, here we go. Because then Simone was yelling and fussing and cussing at Scott. Well, whatever. It was a whole bunch of just sugar and bullshit, if you ask me. We do see how they kind of pull Scott to the side. And even in the confessionals, each husband, it sounds like the ladies always get into it. And, you know, Scott is new. So Scott may not know when the ladies arguing, fussing, and fighting. We kind of just stay out of it. I feel like if the husband stepped in 5% more to not let it even get to that point. I know if the women are arguing, I can't even remember what side of the camera we on. I know when the women are arguing, you want to let them have it out. But when you see your wife is going too far, like, go get your wife. Like, don't get into the situation, but go get your wife. If you go get your wife, just handle your own wife and maybe calm your wife down or whatever. It may not get to these big drag out fights. The husband staying out of it sometimes doesn't help. And again, staying out of it does not mean that you don't at least go get your wife and pull her back so she's not included in the bullshit. But, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But they do sound like, you know, he just knew. And, you know, you see Dr. Jackie and all of them telling Scott, like, if you calm down, Contessa calm down. No, don't calm Contessa down. Calm Simone drunk ass down. That's who the fuck you need to calm down. Simone's drunk ass. But whatever. You know, we do see Heavenly talking to Contessa. Listen, you know, calm down. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's when she was saying, like, you know, Simone always arguing with somebody on the boat. But, you know, she still was saying, like, I don't know why Simone was acting that way. Then they bring Simone over as Jackie's talking to Contessa. And then Contessa, like, you called me a bitch, that I was a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm not a bitch. I don't know why you went that way. And then Simone, in her drunken, taking Contessa's glasses off, wiping Contessa's tears. I was coming to you. I was saying something positive. No, the fuck you wasn't. That's a whole lie. That's an L-I-E lie. That's a lie, 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 lie. You weren't. Simone, when you be drunk and on some bullshit, when you be drunk on some bullshit, you don't realize how you're coming at people. What you said to Contessa saying, stop playing the victim, stop bringing up your surgery, you was dead ass wrong. You kept telling her the surgery was irrelevant to your statement. No, your statement was irrelevant to her saying she had surgery. You was in the goddamn wrong. But even seeing Simone in her confessional after the fact, after I'm sure that she's seen the scene a little bit, she still says how, what, Contessa, was probably using the surgery to avoid Toya. Fuck Toya. That lady had surgery. That surgery didn't have shit to do with Toya. And the fact that Simone keep harping on that, like Contessa said, Simone trying to pick sides and she picks Toya's side, what is childish? Childish as fuck. Okay? But anyway, that was the end of that. We do see Mariah on the boat. And for the first time in a long time, we see Mariah own her shit. She apologized to Damon for the cheating rumors. And she said, she should have never repeated stuff. She does not want to be a person who, brings in family. And it was wrong of her to, spread or repeat any rumors she's heard about Damon. What she didn't do was say she was lying. What she didn't do was say the rumors wasn't true. What she said was, I should not have repeated anything. And so what Damon thing is, I've never cheated. And what Mariah did was, I was like, oh, that's funny. She owned her shit. She did. She did own her shit and say, I shouldn't have said whatever. But she never said what she didn't say she was lying. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if Damon thing is, I have not cheated on my wife, Mariah thing is, if you have whatever you've done inside or outside your marriage, ain't my business, and I should not have been the one to say anything about it. So she was at least woman enough to say that part. Now, do we know if what she said is true or false? We still don't know. Do I think Damon cheated on Heavenly? I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't. No one's perfect, so I can't. We wouldn't have thought that Gregory would have been doing whatever the quad. We would not have thought that, Jackie and Curtis would have been going through that thing. You never know who do what to anybody. So I don't put nothing past Damon or past Heavenly. But it was what it was. Damon forgives her. They hug it out or whatever. And they are dancing on the boats. Dance, 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 dance revolution. Okay, even Heavenly, say, I appreciate you saying sorry. And I hope we can move forward and move past this in some kind of positive light. We'll see how long that's going to last. We'll see if it ever happens. Heavenly is a mean, spiteful person. The same way that Mariah is also, petty Betty all the time or whatnot too. So a petty Betty and a mean, spiteful person is going to always be beefing. Always, all up and through. So we should have to see what's going to happen with that. So the next day, they all went to dinner. The whole trip was a lot of dinners and stuff. So it wasn't like, that's all it really is to talk about. So they went to dinner. And they did a nice little thing or whatever. All the couples get dressed up. We see, how great not Dr. Cecil, because he ain't no damn doctor. How good, what does Cecil got a job? Is Cecil unemployed? Okay. We see Cecil was not unemployed ass. He looks nice dressed up, and they bring up how even though Simone ass can't dress, Cecil can. And sometimes it bees that way. Sometimes one person can dress and the other one can't. I feel like even if Cecil tried to suggest it to Simone to wear something different, she'd make I'm not you, so let Simone dress as badly as she wants to. Sometimes Simone gets it right, most times Simone gets it wrong, but I digress. So we do see they like Toya, Eugene, who planned this trip, they kind of have had each couple add a little bit of things throughout the trip. So, on this part of it, she has allowed or asked Heavenly to redo the whole couples therapy thing because it was a horrible, horrible, horrible turnout the last time she did it. So all the couples, leave a little dinner thing and they go on the beach. And I'm like, where's Heavenly? Where's Heavenly? Heavenly on the beach because she's going to lead this couples therapy thing again. I'm looking like, Lord Jesus. And so, of course, all the couples are like, why in the world would you even allow her a redo when the first time she did it, it went horribly, okay? Horribly bad. basically because Heavenly ain't no damn relationship expert at all. So she says how, Toya gave me the opportunity for a second chance. And, I talked to my husband and I completely realized what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? I did not do it right last year. And I'm going to allow y'all this year to ask me questions. I'm going to be an open book. But she then says, y'all don't have to talk to my husband because I don't want him to be here and he be able to save me from saying something dumb. I mean, I think in one way or the other, Heavenly know Damon will be more honest than she will. She only gonna say so much. And I do believe she did that to protect herself. It's because if they ask him a question, he may say, well, Heavenly don't suck dick, right? But I allow her to suck it anyway because she's my wife. So who knows what, Damon could have said. But whatever. He wouldn't say that because but I'm just, example. Anyway, um, who asked her the question first? Was it Simone? I think it's Simone asked her, like, well, does she really submit to, no, it was Jackie. I think it was Jackie said, do you really submit to Damon or do you allow Damon to think you have submitted to him? Because, Jackie, I mean, Heavenly's the whole, I submit to my husband. I'm completely submissive. Da, 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 da. So she says how, I do submit to Damon, but he's not all, dominating or whatever. But she said he's a great husband or whatever. So she, she does to a certain extent. I think Damon runs that household. And I think Heavenly follows his lead. But I also feel like she probably does things that make him feel like, but that's any couple, it's any wife, any girlfriend, whatever. You do things and your man, you make him think it was all his idea and it really was yours. So I said, yes, I do, submit to him, but he's not the almighty dominator of the household or whatever. It ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? They basically compromise, which is what marriage is. They then ask her, who asked her? Someone asked her, so I can't think what the question was, but she brings up how she feels like Damon is a better father to their children. She said, I feel like Damon was a better father to my children than I am a mother. And when she said that, Damon was like, oh, that's not true. But she then said she feels that way because he spends more time with the kids and the kids relate to him on a different level. So for that reason, she feels like the reason her kids are such great kids is because he's such a great father, not because she's just such a great mother. It takes a lot to recognize that you may not be the top parent. In a two-parent household, both parents can be great, but sometimes, one parent may pour a little bit more into the kids simply because that parent is there more. Usually it can be the mom because if dad is out working all the time, mom is home more. Or if vice versa, if dad is at home and mom works a lot, is his thing. So I'm guessing the thing is as Heavenly, as they said, as Heavenly was building up her practice, Damon was probably the more attentive parent, the parent who's there more. No, I think the thing is Heavenly just annoying. And, kids don't want the annoying parent around a lot. It does not mean that they love their parent any less. I think Heavenly kids love her to, love her unconditionally. However, Heavenly is annoying, and I can see how they may gravitate more to their dad. And it could be simply because he is around more. But that showed a human part of Heavenly that I was like, oh, well, that's crazy. But even to see Damon say, oh, that's not true. But I think the way she meant it is true. Just meaning he's been around them more and he's poured into them a little bit more than me. So in that aspect, he's a better father. Quad, honey. Quad then asked, how old is your oldest son? He's 20. And how long have you and Damon been married? 20 years. Did you trap Damon? I said, bitch, what did you? Oh, Lord Jesus. That question shocked me. But that's a question that Heavenly would ask anybody if they was in the same situation. So I liked that question. And then she was like, if you mean that I trapped him by being pregnant, whatever. Yes, I was 5 months pregnant when we got married, but I love my husband. Now, she said that Damon did look upset. Okay, and then he gets up and he does say, like I'm saying, she didn't trap me. He said, I knew she was my wife. And I wanted my son to know he was my son. And I wanted him to know that his mom was my wife. And he brings up how his dad wasn't there growing up, so he knew whoever he had kids with, he would be with. He say, so I don't feel she trapped me. But Damon, so you know, so sweet and so nice, he don't realize she did trap him. Just because you knew what you wanted to do, and because you knew whoever you had kids with, you would marry. The means she got pregnant knowing he would marry her. That's what getting trapped mean. That doesn't mean that she forced him to marry her. That means she put herself in a position that she knew he would marry her because, oh, we having kids, he gonna marry me because he wants to be within his kid's life. That's she trapped him. It don't mean that he don't love her. It don't mean she don't love him. It means she knew when she met him what he wanted. He knew that if he had a kid with whoever, that was gonna be who was gonna be. What he didn't, I think, is when did you know she was your wife? Once she was pregnant? When was it? Because Heavenly, and they showed pictures of them, young, when they were younger. I say Damon was real. He was sexy then. Not say he's ugly now, whatever. But I was like, hey, Damon. Okay. That's why Heavenly's protector, because he was he was a little sexy little thing. When as you get older, you look a little different. He's still a handsome man or whatever. But I was like, oh, that's Damon. Oh, okay. But yeah, I say he's so, so nice. She trapped you. She did. It don't mean, and I think another reason he came to the defense of that was he didn't want his kids, especially his son, feeling like, what I'm saying, anything weird, like, oh, I don't even marry your mama because of you. I think that's another reason he kind of said it the way he said it. But I mean, Heavenly absolutely positively trapped Damon, and she admitted it. And even though he explained it away, no, she trapped you. Point blank. If a woman knows if the man is gonna marry the woman who has a child, let me hurry up and get pregnant. Let me get pregnant before he can break up with me. Because once we done, we done. But if I have his baby, he ain't going nowhere because he's saying whoever he has kids with, he wants to be with them. So I mean, she admitted she trapped him. So girl, okay. So that's what it was. We do see the next outing, because that was one day. That whole thing ended great. Nobody got beefed out. It was amazing to have Heavenly open up, and it was cute. We even see Mariah jokingly say she was gonna ask a question. She like run up, oh, I'm gonna ask a question. She's like, I'm just playing, and she goes sit back down, and they all laugh. So it was cute to see them all getting along and laughing and joking or whatever. So the following day, they go on another little trip. This is when Simone and Cecil plans to this little bar. But it's like an outside on the beach bar, like everything else they've been to. Like, I mean, they've been going just on beach beaches, and all that stuff. So they ain't no different because they on the whole lot island. So they were like on these little cushions or whatever. So everybody was like just sitting around talking and chit chatting. And we do see Simone and Cecil talking with Quad at the little bar thing or whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? She's bringing up how, we want to let Quad know that we're there for her. Now we still, feel for her or whatever. And if she needs us, we here. Hey, I'm your Quad. And then Quad brings up for her and her situation how she just is weary about the divorce and how the divorce will play out. And so that's what her concern is. And Simone, like, look, you need to just stay focused on the goal, and the goal is an exit. So, don't get all, confused and don't get all involved in, dragging each other. And I think when she said, I'm worried about the divorce, how it's going to pan out, I think Simone knew she meant they going back and forth with each other. They both trying to, drag each other on social media, in the news or whatever, in the blogs and all those things. So she's like, don't focus on that. Like, that ain't the point of the divorce. The point of a divorce is to exit the marriage. So if you don't get all consumed with, making sure that you look right in the face of public opinion, it won't be no knockdown, drag him out situation. Give him what he want. You get what you need and leave it at that. And just don't get all confused in it, honey. And then as they sitting there chit chatting, honey, a whole cockroach, then crawled up the little seat thing on Simone's hand, and she knocked it off. And then Quad gonna say, see, we up here talking about, Gregory, and a cockroach come up because I'm thinking he's a dirty cockroach. I say, no, the roach came up as y'all was discussing y'all dirty ass marriage that's ending. Okay, and when I say dirty ass marriage, I mean y'all both have been throwing mud at each other. So my thing is that cockroach ain't had nothing to do with Dr. G. That cockroach meant, girl, stop bringing up this bullshit. Leave that bullshit alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave that cockroach ass mess alone. Get a divorce and move on. Okay, let's do that. But whatever. I'm not. It ain't just Gregory who's, what I'm saying, got down dirty in the dirt. Y'all both did. Y'all both have done and said things. He just was wrong as hell for the girl at the hotel. But I'm like, you ain't innocent, Quad. You ain't innocent. So we do see it's the last night of the trip, and now they're all sitting around, and Simone brings up she has like one last activity. They're like, well, god damn it, we didn't have all these activities this last day. Like, what can we do? So she brings up how she wants each wife to put a negative thing, to do with their marriage or whatever, into this seashell, and then to throw the whole seashell in the ocean. And I was like, oh, okay, it ain't gonna work, but it's okay. So Simone, this meaning they every year, like all the issues, I feel like they say, oh, we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave that in the past. It be in the present. So I'm like, how many times can you dead an issue when you keep bringing the issue back up? So Simone said she wants to throw away the hurt and pain she feels with Cecil's best friend Tammy. Tammy was his best friend, and she just did not like Tammy. You know what I'm saying? Hoes gonna be hoes, so you can't blame Tammy. I'm just saying. But she Cecil brings up how when he realized how much hurt and pain Simone felt from that friendship, how he ended his friendship with her. But it was not until the reunion last year that he kind of seen, well, damn, she like really, 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 really is hurting from this friendship. I have to let this go for my wife and for my marriage. So that's great. So when Simone then says that she's going to try to leave it there, Jack says, no, 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 no. Because when you say that you're going to try to leave something, that leaves room for failure. So you can't say you're going to try to let it go. You have to fully let it go. And then, she says how Simone likes to hold on to things as if it's real life. And that's, one of her issues, that she needs to know that the healing is for her, for no one else. So Simone says she's going to fully release it. Simone's a whole damn lie, though. Let's just say that. Anyway. Heavenly says, we know Damon leaves the toilet seat up, you know what I'm saying, and he forgets to flush sometimes, you know what I'm saying, but I can't think of anything else. Simone like, you bullshitting, that ain't real, you know what I'm saying, you're not taking it serious. And then, she like, well, I can't think of nothing or whatever. But I'm like, first of all, when she said he don't flush the toilet, I'm like, I don't get how people how can you forget to flush the toilet? I mean, how do you forget to flush the toilet? Unless you've been pooping for a while and then your phone ring and it's a whole emergency and you've been sitting there so long, maybe you forget that you didn't flush. I'm not sure, but I'm still confused. I'm like, I don't know how a person forgets to flush the toilet. Because when you get up from the toilet, you're supposed to push the button. Like you push the guy, the stuff goes down the hole. Okay? So that to me was weird as hell. I know me and always leave the toilet seat up. That's the pet peeve of mine too. I remember I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, she then says how she feels like she can be too controlling and how she wants to stop being so controlling within her marriage. Simone, like, I don't think she's really control. I think Damon's, no, I think she can be controlling. I think there are things that she may say and do that she feels like she wants to control. Now, whether Damon okays them, that's a completely different story. But she may try to be controlling and she needs to stop. So that was what she then said. Toya brings up how she needs to stop changing Eugene's mood with her foolishness, her attitude, and her negative energy. That is very true because Toya has a habit of going from 0 to 10 for no goddamn reason, and Eugene can be on 0 and now he on 7.5 because his goddamn wife was on 10 and she pisses him off. So my thing is, you should never want to change your husband's mood because you have a whole negative disposition or because you have a whole negative attitude. And I know Toy from Detroit, and I'm from here too, and we do have like quick tempers, but I have learned in my 36 years that you have to be the calm person to your mate. So like, that's why my old relationship hasn't worked, because we've both been on 10 at all times. And you can't have two people on 10. That shit is just a recipe for disaster. So it's good that she recognized she needs to calm the fuck down. Contessa brings up how she overreacts to things and how sometimes she feels like her husband has to be this knight in shining armor, this whole fairy tale thing. And you know what I'm saying? I have to remember to not try to make him perfect or make him be perfect like our life was some fairy tale. I thought that was great, simply because it was about she has to have realistic expectations of her husband, and she can't be out here overreacting because she wanted him to build her a castle, but he don't have the service to build no goddamn castle. He's not a castle builder. But she's, oh my God, so I got what she meant by that. Oh my God, he can't build me a moat. Well, moats are fairy tale shit. He's the real last person. You can't be all up in arms that you don't have a dragon slayer. Okay, he ain't goddamn knight. Okay. Anyway, Jackie brings up how she is holding on to hurt and pain and disappointment, and she wants to let all of that go. That's what she wants to let go: the hurt, the pain, and the disappointment. And she wants to be she wants her and Curtis to be the husband and wife that they need for each other. That's a great thing too, because you have to be what the other person need, while also staying true to yourself. And sometimes it's about being what they need while being true to yourself. And she wants to do that. So that was great. Mariah's so stupid. She gonna say, well, I was gonna say that I wanted to be mad about some expensive shoes, but after you got pissed off about what Heavenly said, like, I'm not gonna say that. And then someone gonna say, well, no, you can be pissed about some shoes, some expensive Chanel too. So apparently Mariah Chanel shoes disappeared, and she was mad because she think Aiden lost them. She said, well, either Aiden lost them or someone with sticky fingers took them. I mean, it could be the maids. Who knows who took them, but they missing. And girl, buy a new pair. But she said she's not gonna do that. But she brings up she wants to stop projecting her feelings onto him when she's unhappy with a part of the family. Meaning, if I'm pissed off at your mama or your aunt or your cousin or whoever, if I'm pissed off at someone, if we have family issues, family dynamics, I can't put my feelings about that situation onto you, because it then causes conflict with you. And she said that goes for his side of the family and her side of the family. If she's mad at somebody from her side, she can't take that. She can't take that unhappiness or whatever feeling on Aiden. I said that was great. Quad said she's going to release the feeling of being hurt and betrayed, because she Googled that talk. I tell you all the time, Quad Google shit. Quad Googles what to say. What to say. And that's the best she could do on short notice. And then they tossed that she shells in the ocean, and that was the end of the episode. It was a really easy episode. It was good. It was entertaining. A lot of healing went on. You know what I'm saying? To me, this is a way that you can show the show where they're having real issues and real conversations and real, interactions. It is not all that much drama, but it's still entertaining because, and this is something else about Married to Medicine. For the most part, we don't have any idea what happened this season versus the Housewives of Atlanta when we know what happened the whole season. So that's why I'm like, Married to Medicine shows how you don't have to always have drama and it's still entertaining, mainly because we don't know what's coming this season. We know everything that's coming this season on Housewives. So to me, this shows the difference between when I said Housewives is boring. It was boring me mainly because I knew what was coming, and Married to Medicine does not, because I don't know what's coming. It's a whole difference, because on Married to Medicine, they not all on social media spread their own goddamn tea. Anyway, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to share this video. I will be back with another one in about 5 more minutes. Well, when you see this, it may be like 30 more minutes. Let's just say that. Anyway, peace.
He's like love, 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 and you.